あれから7年、1888年。それは切り裂きジャックという謎の怪人が出現し、女性たちを殺し回った恐怖の年。この年、もう一つの恐怖が始まった。
Is it not crazy that Jack the Ripper exists in this world, but is just like not even mentioned because Jojo and Dio's battle is so much cooler?
It's so cool to see that they have like these future JoJos in the credits.
Also really shows that the people who made the anime really have looked at the rest of the series and do care about it. I love also how this is done in CGI. I know afterwards they will go into animation and then like, but it's so awesome right now. Like all the camera moving and zooming down different areas. Super awesome.
This has previously been my favorite part of any opening. Now that I've also looked at what it means and the lyrics, it just became even better.
Since rugby was invented in London in 1870, it actually makes a lot of sense that they're playing it right here. So that's really cool. It actually makes sense that he's this huge because as a kid he was shoving food down his throat.
Where did he come from? I mean, the field was almost empty. No one for like at least 10 meters behind him. Suddenly this guy's flying out of the air to get him.
Sneak attack.
No one in their right mind catches a football like this.
This is really interesting because in the entire series we never see them working together. This is the one time where they're cooperating and we see what could have come out of their teamwork if Dio wasn't such a jackass. Has been making waves in the field of archaeology? I thought he was supposed to be cool.
Simply because later we see him fidgeting with the stone mask, and so it makes sense that he's into archaeology and
Yo!
everything. I love that.
That makes so much sense.
ディオが正式な養子になり、僕の父をお父さんと呼ぶようになってどのくらい経っただろう。今、ディオとあんな会話をしていたけど、正直僕は彼に対して友情を感じていない。なぜ？彼はあんなにすごくていいやつなのに。
So it's not that he doesn't trust Dio right now. It's just that Dio has scarred him so much 7 years ago that he has such a hard time believing Dio could be good now.
友情だと綺麗事を並べてニコニコするなよなクズどもが。もうすぐ卒業。もはやジョースター教の援助はいらん。7年ジョジョと表向き仲良くしたのはこの木を待ったから。
This is something I had a problem with. I mean, he literally took the will to live from Jojo, or at least came very close to it. Why not just keep going?
入院？それはしない方がいいですね。病院は施設が悪いくせに儲けることばかり考えて入院を進めているんです。
So true.
My dad is a doctor. I actually hate that comment.
Not including pediatricians.
Okay. You've been forgiven.
喜んどる。私は花。
So I know Dio's faking it, but it's genuinely wholesome to see George call Dio his son. This is me voicing as George Joestar, my application for George Joestar in the live-action JoJo series. Dio, I like everything you've done. I think I'm gonna give you all the money that you ever... Why are you looking at me like that? Jeez, man. Oh my god. What? Jeez, I take it back.
そして何よりも覚えていない亡き母が買ったものという死母の情もある。
Yeah, say something that will never get mentioned again or like talked about.
That is actually crazy because that seems like a super key detail since the mask literally just causes everything that happens afterwards of Dio and the descendants and everything. But we don't even know like who gave her the mask.
しまった!
There is no reason for him to have kept that letter in his chest inside of his library like it's something so special.
君はいつも父さんに薬を運んでいたのかい？
ああ、それが
I like how Dio kind of said, yeah, what of it, like as in like, yeah, oh yeah, don't worry about it. I like doing good things. Really just trying to kill him.
よも、私は今病にあります。多分死ぬでしょう。わかるのです。病名はわかりませんが、心臓が痛み、指が腫れ、咳が止まりません。この症状、僕の父さんと同じ症状だ。
Man just described the symptoms for any sickness.
君は一体何が言いたい？
その薬、調べさせてもらおう。
The shot reflects to the previous shot in the last episode where he almost cut his suitcase. But this time he did catch the medicine.
Oh, true.
紳士として君の実の父ブランドー氏の名誉にかけて誓ってくれ。自分の潔白を。自分の父親に誓えるなら僕はこの薬を盆の上に戻し二度とこの話はしない。
Jonathan reminding Dio that his true father isn't George Joestar. Ah, shit.
だぞ、ディオ。君の動揺と憎悪は普通じゃない。君と実の父親の間に何があったのかは知らんが、君は父親を殺害し
The finger thing, again, another reflection to a previous part in the last episode where he added his finger into the punch.
父を、ジョースター家を守る。
I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to hit you, Jonathan.
その間、この医師たち以外からの手当や薬は一切受け取らないでください。
私どもの看護じゃ使用できないんで。いや、ジョジョの思っている通りさせてやってくれ。何の理由があってかわからんが、わしは息子を信じるよ。
George Joestar redemption arc.
父さん、病状が悪く
His condition is getting worse. He couldn't possibly have praised me in any way.
なっている。
Cool transition shot?
おい、入れ墨、任せるぜ。
I love the music for this fight scene. It's actually really fun.
I actually disagree. I personally think that it's not very Victorian like everything else was so far. I think all of a sudden these thugs jump out and we've gone dubstep.
こいつバカか。ナイフを素手で止めやがった。だがよ、オイラがこのナイフをちょいと引っ張ったら指4本はそげ落ちるぜ。
The dub is better there, where he says that if he pulls out his knife, then he'll lose his fingers, which makes more sense than Twist.
Wait, how do you know the dub by heart? You already watched the episode? Alright, I'm sorry fans. So Alicia cheated on me. How did you react to it in the first time? Did you enjoy this episode more?
試してみろ。引っ張った瞬間、僕の丸太のような足蹴りが君の股間を潰す。
I think in the English dub he says balls, but only Alicia can confirm that for me.
I love how Jojo recognizes his huge muscles and that his legs, his thighs, are literally the size of trees.
I love the fact that I love the fact that Jonathan can recognize his enemy's balls and can kick him in the balls.
僕には指4本など失ってもいい理由がある。それは父を守るため、家を守るため。君らとは戦う動機の格が違うんだ。
So normally I might be like, what? A flying hat? That doesn't make any sense. But Speedwagon is so cool, I literally don't care.
歯が骨まで達した音。ナイフのせいで狙った塔にはいかなかったが、まともに食らったな。
It's cool that he's holding his wrist, like to put pressure on the wound so he doesn't bleed out.
何？ジョジョが一人でオーガーストリートに入ったと？
お止めしたんですが。
心配かけるといけない。ジョースター卿には黙ってるんだ。仮面で始末する手間が省けたな。
Jonathan's theme, literally one of the best JoJo themes. Does not get as much love as the others, but it is so goated.
やめろ。その紳士に手を出すことはこのスピードワゴンが許され。
紳士
I actually really love his name. Like I get like a lot of names or references, and this one is too. But it took me so long to understand that this is a reference.
I just now understood. You said until you said that, I would have had no clue. I just thought he had a cool name.
I was listening to music one time, and I was like,
As one does. I was just listening to music.
and I got one song on my playlist that is by REO Speedwagon, and I was like, Speedwagon? Oh, it's like the name. Oh.
昔はちょっと頼りなかったが成長されましたな。
そのために必要以上に厳しくしたものだが。
Never seen Jojo disobey once. Dio looking like he just came out of the local steampunk convention. Oh my god.
気をつけない。どこ見て歩いてんだこのトンチキが。
I don't know what a fop is, but calling someone a fop seems so, like... it seems painful. Imagine being called a fop in the street. Why is he asking what has he done? It's not like a superpower or anything. He smashed his teeth with a bottle.
ほう。衛生観念もない虫けら同然のクズのジジイが。よくもこのディオにそんな口が聞けた。
Okay, compared to the diss of you're a fop, Dio is breaking this man down.
幻覚か今の光は。
Kicks him in the face for good measure. He's behind me, isn't he?
なんだ一体こいつは。
I don't believe Dio really grew up in London. Because when he saw this guy, he was like, what is up with him? He looks so weird. What is he? But the average person who would grow up in London would know that that's how the people's teeth look like. It's a pretty unique take that in Jojo, a vampire doesn't need to put their fangs up to someone to suck their blood. They can just shove their dirty fingers in their throat. Does Dio just hate the sun? Like, what? Like, even before he becomes a vampire. I hate the sunrise! Also, that's actually super interesting, because the last thing Dio's corpse sees in part 3 is the sun.
For someone who's already seen this and knows exactly what happens, just the fact that I can hear the to be continued sound coming is making me so happy right now.
So imagine you're watching this. You're a super fan of the band, yes, and you love JoJo's. All of a sudden you're watching this and the music comes on. What? That would just be crazy. No anime just takes pop culture music and just plays it. JoJo's different.
とうとう掴んだぞディオ。君の悪魔のような陰謀の証拠を。